Every time you walk into a supermarket, design psychology quietly takes over. Your sense of time shifts, your focus narrows, and without realizing it, you spend more than you planned. This is how consumer behavior is shaped, not through force, but through environment, through lighting, layout, and subtle control. It isn't coincidence, it isn't habit, it is intentional environmental design, and it works on almost everyone. In the next few minutes, you'll discover why supermarkets never have windows, how this hidden design controls your behavior, and why it works on almost everyone, even when you know it's happening. 1. The first thing you never notice. Most people think supermarkets are simple places, shelves, lights, aisles. But supermarkets are among the most carefully engineered environments in modern life. Nothing is random. Not the layout, not the lighting, not the music, and certainly not the absence of windows. You could spend an hour inside a supermarket and never once see the outside world. No sky, no weather, no sense of time passing. That absence is the key. 2. Why windows matter to the human brain. Human beings evolved with natural time cues. Sunlight tells us when to slow down, when to hurry, when to stop. Windows anchor us to reality. They remind us it's getting late, it's raining, the day is ending. Remove windows and something subtle happens. Your brain loses its external clock. Time becomes vague. Decisions become slower, self-control weakens, and supermarkets rely on that. Now pause and consider this. 3. Time distortion and spending. Research in environmental psychology shows that when people lose track of time, they stay longer, they browse more, they spend more. Windows would interrupt this process. A glimpse of the sunset might trigger, "I should go home." Rain might trigger, "I don't need this." Darkness might trigger, "I'm tired." Supermarkets remove those triggers entirely. Inside, it is always bright, neutral, timeless. A controlled environment where spending feels normal. 4. Why lighting replaces windows. Instead of windows, supermarkets use artificial lighting designed to mimic permanent daytime. Not warm evening light, not soft morning light, but flat, consistent brightness. This lighting keeps you alert, prevents fatigue signals, encourages movement. Your body never receives a stop signal. You remain active, receptive, open to suggestion. But here's the part most people ignore. 5. Windows break the spell. Windows don't just show the outside world, they break immersion, and supermarkets depend on immersion. Immersion keeps you inside the shopping mindset, comparing, evaluating, considering. A window introduces distraction. It reminds you you have somewhere else to be. Life exists beyond the trolley. Shopping is optional. That reminder is dangerous to sales, so it's removed. 6. Control without force. Notice something important. No one tells you stay longer. No one says buy more. There are no signs explaining why windows are gone. That's because control works best when it feels natural. You don't feel manipulated. You feel comfortable. You feel unhurried. And so you comply willingly. This is called choice architecture, shaping decisions without removing choice. Let's go deeper. 7. Why small shops can have windows. You may wonder, why do some small shops have windows? Because they operate differently. Small shops rely on quick visits, familiar customers, convenience. Supermarkets rely on volume, duration, behavioral nudging. They are not selling items, they are selling time spent inside. Windows shorten visits. Windowless spaces extend them. 8. The role of weather and emotion. Weather affects mood. Sunshine reduces urgency. Rain reduces patience. Cold increases discomfort. Windows would import those emotions into the store. Supermarkets block them out completely. Inside, the emotional climate is stable. That stability makes spending predictable. Predictability is profitable. This is where everything changes. 9. Why even you are not immune. Many people believe, I know these tricks, they don't work on me. But awareness does not cancel biology. Your brain still responds to light, time cues, environmental signals. Even experts are affected. Design does not persuade through logic. It persuades through exposure. Quiet, repeated, unnoticed. 10. The windowless exit is also design. Have you noticed how exits are often hard to spot? Placed far from entrances, less visually prominent? This is intentional. Finding your way out should feel less obvious than finding your way in. Every extra step is another opportunity to see a product, to remember something, to add just one more item. Now take a step back. 11. This design exists everywhere. Supermarkets are not unique. The same principles appear in casinos, shopping malls, airports, large retail stores. Remove time cues, control lighting, guide movement. The environment does the persuading. 12. Why this is never explained. No supermarket will ever say, we removed windows to influence you. Because once design becomes visible, it loses power. When you blame yourself, your hunger, your tiredness, your impulse, the system remains invisible and effective. Conclusion. Supermarkets don't lack windows by accident. They remove them to distort time, reduce self-control, extend visits, increase spending. It works not because you are weak, but because you are human. The next time you walk into a supermarket and lose track of time, remember, you are not inside a neutral space. You are inside a carefully designed system. And once you start noticing these designs, you begin to see them everywhere. If this changed the way you see supermarkets, the next video in this series will change how you see public benches, airports, and waiting rooms. Subscribe to Hidden Design of Everyday Life, where ordinary spaces reveal extraordinary control.